Welcome back. Today we are giving some serious love to a part of the body that most people completely ignore until something goes wrong. We're working the legs and ankles, and I want to tell you right from the start, this is not just a leg workout. What we're doing today directly affects your circulation, your balance, your knees, your hips, and even your lower back. Here's something most people don't know. Your calf muscle is something called the second heart. Every time it contracts, it pumps blood back up through your veins toward your heart. So when you strengthen and mobilize the legs and ankles, we're not just working muscles, we're supporting one of the most important circulatory functions in your entire body. You can do this seated in a chair or on the floor or standing with wall support. Light weights are optional. Let's begin. Seated ankle circles. We're going to do 8 circles outwards and 8 circles inwards on one side and then switch. Extending the leg slightly off the floor, drawing circles big with your foot, leading with your big toe, making the circle as large as comfortable. The ankle joint has the job of absorbing force with every single step you take. When it becomes stiff from sitting, from inactivity, from old injuries, that force doesn't get absorbed properly and travels up into the knee, the hip, and the lower back. This is one reason people have knee pain without ever having injured their knees. Nice big circles, and we're going to switch the legs and repeat it 8 and 8 outwards and inwards on the other side. So these circles are not just warming up, they're restoring the full circumferential mobility of a joint that your entire body depends on. Take your time. Make the circles nice and generous. 8 more times to the opposite direction. Feeling each move. Have fun with it. If you're seated, make sure your stomach is engaged. You can use the chair to press down. And wonderful. Now we're going to move to heel raises seated. Keep both feet flat on the floor, hip width apart 10 times. Now slowly raise both heels as high as they'll go, pressing through the balls of your feet and lower them back down with complete control. The key here is the lowering. Most people raise up and drop down. You inhale, lift. You can press with your hands for some challenge and exhale as you lower down slowly. Press to the balls of your feet, inhale, lift, and exhale. So that dropping is a missed opportunity, the eccentric phase of the calf raise, the slow lowering, is where the muscle actually gets stronger and where the Achilles tendon gets the healthy load it needs to stay resilient. The more you repeat these exercises, you can start to add more weight to the legs. So raise up and lower slowly. Inhale up, exhale down. And 10 repetitions as I said. Wonderful work. Now we're going to move to leg extensions. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, flex and then point and drop it down. 10 times on one side. Extend, flex, then point and bring it down. When you flex, you're stretching the calf and the Achilles and activating the shin muscles, the tibialis anterior, which is chronically weak in most people and contributes to shin splits and poor ankle stability. We just have 5 more on this side. So inhale, lift and flex and point and down. Wonderful. And when you point, you're working the plantar flexors and mobilizing the top of the foot. Last few, flex and point. Feel that articulation. 2 more, reach. And wonderful, last one on this side. And changing the legs, we're going to do 10 times on the other side. So extend the leg and flex and point. Remember all those articulations, how it affects the leg. So this simple flex and point is actually a full ankle rehabilitation exercise. Keep the movement deliberate and Feel what's happening in the lower leg. It's very important to be aware of how movement affects our body. Inhale, lift and flex and point and exhale, drop. Good. And again, I'm using the floor, but the chair with my hands to give my back a support, holding my stomach in, and my standing leg gently presses down so that there is a little bit of an activation for my hamstrings, but not too much. Beautiful. Extend and flex and point. One last one on the side and down. Wonderful. So we're going to go to a standing calf raises with a wall or chair support. So stand up, place your hands lightly on the wall or back of your chair for balance. We're not leaning into it, just using it for stability. Inhale, come up and slowly come back down. We're going to do this 12 times. Inhale up and exhale down. And feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward, make sure. So as high as you can go. Tiny bit of drop down slowly. Feel the calf fully contracted. Feel the balance challenge in the ankle. Halfway through, 6 more. All the way down, letting the heels touch the floor before you rise again. That little bit of a pause on top is important. It trains the stabilizing muscles of the ankle. The peroneals, the tibialis posterior, the muscles that prevent ankle sprains and keep you steady on uneven grounds. Slow and control the entire time. Beautiful work. 12 is done. Now we're going to do a standing hamstring stretch with chair. Place your right heel on the seat or below in a low spot on your chair like I have, or on a yoga block. Keep your right ankle leg as straight as it is comfortable. Now hinge very gently forward from your hips, not rounding your back, not folding from the crease until you feel a stretch along the back of the right thigh. And you breathe here, 2 to 4 breaths. You can hold on to the wall, you can hold on to a chair. Just feel that stretch and come back up. The hamstrings are one of the most chronically tight muscle groups in people who sit a lot. Let's do the other leg. And tight hamstrings don't just limit how far you can bend forward, but they pull on the pelvis, flatten your lumbar curve, and contribute directly to lower back pain. So every time we stretch the hamstrings, we are also protecting the back. So it's very important. 2 to 4 breaths, whatever you can do. Just breathe into the stretch and let it deepen on the exhale. Wonderful. That's it. No more suffering in that one. We're going to move on to glute bridge hold for isometrics twice. So come down to the floor, lie on your back, knees bent, feet hip width apart, press through your heels and lift your hips into a bridge. We're going to hold it up there for 20 to 30 seconds. This is an isometric hold, meaning we're not moving, we're sustaining the contraction. And isometric work is incredibly effective for building the endurance strength in the glutes and hamstrings that supports the knee joint. Many knee problems come not from the knee itself, but from weakness in the muscles above and below it. This holds directly addresses that. Very good. Nice deep inhale and exhale, lower down. We're just going to do this one more time. So keep squeezing your glutes when you go up there. Keep your lower back long, not arched, not collapsed. Breathe. Feeling the heels grounded, knees extended, and not opening, so knees should stay parallel. You can always hold a yoga block or ball between your knees if you have a hard time figuring out where they're going. Beautiful work. And we come back down. Wonderful. Now we deserve a spine figure 4 stretch. So stay on your back, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, flex your right foot, and if you want, deepen it. Draw your left knee toward your chest. Hold behind your left thigh if you can. If it's not accessible to you, use a yoga strap or something like that, or a towel to wrap it around your thigh and hold on to the belt. The outer hip, the piriformis, the deep external rotators, these muscles connect directly to the sciatic nerve and to the health of the knee. When they're tight, they can cause knee traction problems, hip pain, and even the pains like pins and needles sensations down the leg that many people experience. Releasing it and repeating it on the other side with the left leg. So this stretch does more than open the hip. It creates space in the entire kinetic chain from hip to ankle. Hold here, 2-4 breaths, whatever works for you. Feel the outer right and left hip releasing. Notice which side is tighter. That asymmetry is information worth paying attention to. Last breath, and we're going to release. Now we're going to do a circulation reset. Legs up the wall. So bring yourself close to a wall and extend your legs up. Or if no wall is available, simply extend them straight up toward the ceiling. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms up, and close your eyes. I talked at the beginning about the calf being the second heart. This pose directly supports that function. When your legs are elevated, gravity assists the return of venous blood back to the heart, reducing the workload on your cardiovascular system and immediately decreasing swelling, heaviness, and fatigue in the legs and feet. If you've ever had a long day on your feet and your legs feel like they need a reset, 2 minutes here does more for your legs than most people realize. Just breathe. Let the legs be completely heavy. Let them drain. Usually a 1 minute to 2 minutes is a nice duration. Notice here if your legs feel lighter already. That's not imagination, that's physiology. And that's about 2 minutes-ish, so we're going to slowly come out. We have one more exercise before we do our Shavasana. It's the ankle alphabet. Stay lying down or come to a seated position if you prefer. Extend your right leg and now use your foot and ankle to write the letters of the alphabet in the air. A, B, C. And making each letter as large and clear as you can. This exercise takes the ankle through every possible plane of movement. Inversion, eversion, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, rotation, all in one playful sequence. It's used in physical therapy for ankle rehabilitation because it's comprehensive without being stressful to the joint. We're going to do, of course, the alphabet on both sides. So when you finish your right, you're going to move on to your left. This is also a very wonderful proprioception exercise. Proprioception is your body's sense of where it is in space, and ankle proprioception specifically is one of the strongest predictors of fall risk as we age. So this small exercise has very big implications. Try to get through as much of the alphabet as you like. No force to finish it at the beginning. But make sure you have a little fun with it. After this, we're just going to go into our Shavasana with our legs elevated. So you can do English, you can do other languages, whatever you want. And once you're done, for your final rest, if you have your chair that you use nearby, place your calves on the seat of the chair so your legs are at a 90-degree angle. This supported leg elevation is deeply restorative for the lower back and continues the circulatory benefits we've been building throughout this class. But if no chair, simply lie flat with legs long, arms by your side, palms up, and close your eyes. Let everything you've just done settle into your body. The strengthening, the stretching, the circulation work, your body is integrating all of it right now. You don't have to do anything except receive. I will bring you back up. And slowly start stretching, rolling your ankles, wrists. We're going to come into a seated position on the floor or on the chair. Take your time. That's just your legs and ankles class. And I hope you feel the difference, not just in your legs, but in your whole lower body and even your lower back. If you make this a regular practice 2 or 3 times a week, you will notice real changes in your circulation, your balance, and how your legs feel at the end of the day. The heaviness, that puffiness, that fatigue, it doesn't have to be your normal. Leave a comment below and tell me. Do you sit most of the day or are you on your feet? I'd love to know who you are. Subscribe for a new class every Thursday and I will see you next week. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, lower them. Namaste. Wonderful day.